So, what I'm going to do right now is try to show you some charts and graphs using Microsoft Excel. This might come in handy as you're doing your statistics project. So, I'm just going to kind of walk through an example, show you some of the things you can do, some of the tools that are at your disposal. So, let's say we're going to do something about enrollment at LCC for the past several years. So I've opened up a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of make some stuff up here, and so I can enter my data. I'm going to put in a few years worth of data and some phony baloney enrollment numbers. And then what I'm going to do is make some charts and graphs and show you some of the ways that you can change scales, try to make the picture look different. So first thing you want to do is you've got your data there. You want to click on all your data, highlight it that way, and then up here, this is Excel 2007. It basically works the same for older versions of Microsoft Excel. Up along the top there's a picture of little graphs. And what we have here is we'll go to Insert. So we're going to click on Insert. Say, we're going to do a line graph. So we've got a line graph here. It's got a couple of different lines here. So what we're going to do is going to get rid of the line that describes the year. So what we do is right click, select data, and then I'm going to highlight this year and say remove. So now I've only got one line that's the enrollment. And then what I'm going to do over here, it says horizontal category label. Click edit, and it says axis label range. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight year and all these numbers right here. Click OK. Oops. I'm going to do 1998 through 2003. Those are the years. Select OK. Select OK. And there I've got my little graph. And from here we can sort of play with it and change things around. So this shows obviously a little increase. But what I might want to do is, let's right click. If I get over here on this axis, let's change the scale. So I'll right click, format axis, and what I can do is right here, axis options. This is your scale right here. So I can, it says auto, it chooses the numbers on its own. I can choose fixed and say the minimum value is 1100. I can say the maximum value is 1700, and major unit, which just means, you know, the big lines in there, it's going to be 100. Click close, and now my scale has changed. So I can see a little more clearly what's going on. I might even say, let's do it between, I could change the values of the axis from 1200 to 1500. And this will look a little bit different too. Wow, that's pretty dramatic. Alright, so depending on what you do with the axis, let's do this. How about we say, we'll right click, on the axis, format axis. Oh, let's make the minimum 0 again, and the maximum 20,000. Change this unit to auto, doesn't really matter. Close. Ooh, look at that. Enrollment's not doing anything. So this is one of these things. What we can see is two different graphs. This one here, what I'll do is try to show you real quickly. So this shows basically nothing. There's no movement in enrollment. It's a pretty flat line. We don't really know what the values are, but it doesn't really look like much is happening. I changed the axis to show 1200 to 1500 and a much more dramatic trend in enrollment, it would appear. All right, so that's a line graph. Let's try